Welcome, everybody. This is Alan with Daily Armour of God. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're all doing well. This is reading the Old Testament chronologically in 111 days. We're on day 106. Today we'll be reading a mixture of things, starting with Ezra. We'll read Ezra, we'll read a Psalm, we'll read Haggai, and we'll read Zechariah. So let's continue and start with Ezra 1, verse 1. Now in the first year of Cyrus, king of Persia, that the word of the Lord by mouth of Jeremiah might be fulfilled, the Lord Yahweh stirred up the spirit of Cyrus, king of Persia, that he made a proclamation throughout all his kingdom, and put it also in writing, saying, Thus saith Cyrus, king of Persia, Yahweh God of heaven hath given me all the kingdoms of the earth, and he hath charged me to build him a house at Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Who is there among you of all his people? His God be with him, and let him go up to Jerusalem, which is in Judah, and build the house of Yahweh, God of Israel. He is the God which is in Jerusalem. And whosoever remaineth in any place where he sojourneth, let the men of his place help him with silver and with gold, with goods, and with beasts, beside the freewill offering for the house of God that is in Jerusalem. Then rose up the chief of the fathers of Judah and Benjamin, and the priests and the Levites, with all them whose spirit God hath raised, to go up to build the house of Yahweh which is in Jerusalem. And all they that were about them strengthened their hands with vessels of silver, with gold, with goods, with beasts, precious things, beside all that was willingly offered. Also Cyrus the king brought forth vessels of the house of Yahweh, which Nebuchadnezzar had brought forth out of Jerusalem, and had put them in the house of his gods. Even those did Cyrus king of Persia bring forth by the hand of Mithredath the treasurer, and numbered them unto Sheshbazzar the prince of Judah. And this is the number of them: 30 chargers of gold, 1,000 chargers of silver, 29 knives, 30 basins of gold, silver basins of a second sort, 410, and other vessels 1,000. All the vessels of gold and of silver were 5,400. All these did Sheshbazzar bring up with them of the captivity that were brought up from Babylon unto Jerusalem. Ezra 2. Now these are the children of the province that went up out of captivity, of those which had been carried away, whom Nebuchadnezzar the king of Babylon had carried away into Babylon, and came again unto Jerusalem and Judah, every one into his city, which came with Zerubbabel, Jeshua, Nehemiah, Seraiah, Realiah, Mordecai, Bilshan, Mispar, Bigvai, Rehum, Baanah, the number of the men of the people of Israel. The children of Parash, 2,172. The children of Shephatiah, 372. The children of Aras, 775. The children of Pahath Moab, the children of Jeshua and Joab, 2,812. The children of Elam, 1,254. The children of Zatu, 945. The children of Zekai, 703 score. The children of Bani, 642. The children of Bebai, 623. The children of Azgad, 1,222. The children of Adonikam, 666. The children of Bigvai, 2,050 and 6. The children of Adin, 450 and 4. The children of Ater of Hezekiah, 90 and 8. The children of Bezai, 320 and 3. The children of Jorah, 112. The children of Hashum, 220 and 3. The children of Gibar, 90 and 5. The children of Bethlehem, 120 and 3. The children of Nephtophah, 50 and 6. The men of Anathoth, 120 and 8. The children of Azmaveth, 40 and 2. The children of Kirjathraim, Shephariah, and Beroth, 740 and 3. The children of Ramah and Gaba, 620 and 1. The men of Michmas, 120 and 2. The men of Bethel and Ai, 220 and 3. The children of Nebo, 50 and 2. The children of Magbish, 150 and 6. The children of the other Elam, 1,250 and 4. The children of Harim, 320. The children of Lod, Hadid, Ono, 720 and 5. The children of Jericho, 340 and 5. The children of Senah, 3,630. The priests, the children of Jedediah of the house of Jeshua, 970 and 3. The children of Immer, 1,050 and 2. The children of Pashur, 1,240 and 7. The children of Harim, 1,017. Of the Levites, the children of Yeshua, Kadmiel, the children of Hodaviah, 70 and 4. The singers, the children of Asaph, 120 and 8. The children of the porters, the children of Shalom, the children of Ater, the children of Talmon, the children of Akub, the children of Hatita, the children of Shobai, and in all 130 and 9. The Nethinims, the children of Ziha, the children of Hashpua, the children of Teboeth, the children of Keros, the children of Shii, the children of Padon, the children of Lebanah, the children of Hagabah, the children of Akub, the children of Hagab, the children of Shalmai, the children of Hanan, the children of Gedil, the children of Gahar, the children of Reah, the children of Rezin, the children of Nekoda, the children of Gazam, the children of Uzzah, the children of Peisha, the children of Besai, the children of Asna, the children of Mehunim, the children of Nephsuhim, the children of Bakbuk, the children of Hakupah, the children of Harhur, the children of Bazluth, the children of Medhida, the children of Harsha, the children of Barkos, the children of Sisera, the children of Thama, the children of Neziah, the children of Hatifa, the children of Solomon's servants, the children of Sotai, the children of Sopheroth, the children of Perdua, the children of Jalah, the children of Darkon, the children of Gedil, the children of Shephatiah, the children of Hatil, the children of Pokereth, of Zebaim, the children of Ami, all the Nethinims, all the children of Solomon's servants were 392. All these were they which went up from Tel Melah, Tel Harsa, Cherub, Adon, and Immer, but they cannot show their father's house and their seed whether they were of Israel. The children of Deliah and the children of Tobiah, the children of Nekoda, 652. And of the children of the priests, the children of Habiah, the children of Koz, the children of Barzillai, which took a wife of the daughters of Barzillai the Gileadite, and was called after their name. These sought their register among those that were reckoned by genealogy. But they were not found, therefore they as polluted from the priesthood. And Tirshatha said unto them that they should not eat of the most holy things till there stood up a priest with Urim and with Thummim. The whole congregation together was 42,303, beside their servants and their maids, of whom were 7,337, and there were among them 200 singing men and singing women. Their horses were 736, their mules 245, their camels 435, their asses 6,720, and some of the chief of the fathers, when they came to the house of Yahweh, which is at Jerusalem, offered freely for the house of God, to set it up in his place. They gave after their ability unto the treasure of the work 1,000 drams of gold, 5,000 pounds of silver, 100 priests' garments. So the priests and Levites and some of the people, and the singers and the porters and the Nethinims dwelt in their cities, and all Israel in their cities. So yeah, basically, we're getting to the part where they're coming out of exile. Cyrus basically said, whoever wants to go back to Jerusalem can go back, because remember God's promise that they would be in exile for 70 years. And now the 70 years are up, and God's keeping his promise and letting the children of Israel go back into the land. But here's the sad part we're going to find out. Only a small portion of the children of Israel actually go back. And most of the children of Israel want to stay in captivity. So it's very, it's very strange and kind of sad at the same time. So moving on to Ezra 3. And when the 7th month was come, and the children of Israel were in the cities, the people gathered themselves together as one man to Jerusalem. Then stood up Jeshua, the son of Jozadak, and his brethren the priests, and Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, and his brethren, and builded the altar of God of Israel to offer burnt offerings thereon, as it is written in the law of Moses, the man of God. And they set the altar upon his bases, for fear was upon them, because of the people of those countries. They offered burnt offerings thereon unto Yahweh, even burnt offerings morning and evening. They kept also the feast of tabernacles, as it is written, and offered the daily burnt offerings by number, according to the custom, as the duty of every day required. And afterward offered continual burnt offering, both of the new moons, and of all the set feasts of Yahweh that were consecrated. And of everything willingly offered a freewill offering unto Yahweh. From the first day of the 7th month began they to offer burnt offerings unto Yahweh, but the foundation of the temple of Yahweh was not yet laid. They gave money also to the masons and to the carpenters, and meat and drink and oil unto them of Zidon and to them of Tyre. and to bring cedar trees from Lebanon to the sea of Joppa, according to the grant that they had of Cyrus king of Persia. Now in the second year of their coming into the house of God at Jerusalem, in the second month began Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua the son of Jozadak, and the remnant of their brethren the priests and the Levites, and all they that were come out of captivity into Jerusalem, and appointed the Levites from 20 years old and upward to set forward the work of the house of Yahweh. Then stood Jeshua with his sons and his brethren, Kadmiel and his sons, the sons of Judah. Together they set forward the workmen in the house of God, sons Henadad with their sons and their brethren the Levites. And when the builders laid the foundation of the temple of Yahweh, they set their priests in their apparel with trumpets, and the Levites, the sons of Asaph, with cymbals to praise Yahweh, after the ordinance of David, king of Israel. And they sang together by chorus in praising and giving thanks unto Yahweh, because he is good, for his mercy endureth forever toward Israel. And the people shouted with a great shout when they praised Yahweh, because the foundation of the house of Yahweh was laid. But many of the priests and the Levites and the chief of the fathers, who were ancient men, that had seen the first house when the foundation of this house was laid before their eyes, wept with a loud voice, as many shouted aloud for joy, so that the people could not discern the noise of the shout from joy from the weeping of the people. For the people shouted with a loud shout, and the noise was heard afar off. So the ancient men, the older people, are sad because the foundation, basically, we're going to find out that the temple, the second temple, is going to be super small in comparison to the first. So obviously that means the foundation of it would be smaller, and they would see that and be like, oh, this is really small foundation. So there's weeping and joy going on at the same time. Ezra 4. Now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard the children of captivity build the temple unto Yahweh God of Israel, then came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers, and said unto him, Let us build with you, for we seek your God as ye do, and we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Esarhaddon, king of Ashur, which brought us up hither. But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, Ye have nothing to do with us to build a house unto our God, but we ourselves together will build unto Yahweh God of Israel, as King Cyrus the king of Persia hath commanded us. Then the people of the land weakened the hands of the people of Judah, and troubled them in building, and hired counselors against them to frustrate their purpose all the days of Cyrus king of Persia, even until the reign of Darius king of Persia. And in the reign of Ahasuerus, in the beginning of his reign, wrote they unto him an accusation against the inhabitants of Judah and Jerusalem. And in the days of Artaxerxes, who wrote Bishlam, Mithridath, Tabeel, and the rest of the companions unto Artaxerxes, king of Persia, and the writing of the letter was written in the Syrian tongue, and interpreted in the Syrian tongue. Rehum the chancellor and Shimshai the scribe wrote a letter against Jerusalem to Artaxerxes the king in this sort. Then wrote Rehum the chancellor and Shimshai the scribe and the rest of the companions, the Dinites and the Asherchites, the Tarpelites, the Apposites, the Archavites and the Babylonians, the Susanchites, the Devites, and the Elamites, and the rest of the nations whom the great and noble Asnapper brought over and set in the cities of Samaria, and the rest of them that are on this side of the river, and at such a time. This is the copy of the letter that they sent unto him, even unto Artaxerxes the king. Thy servants the men on this side of the river, and at such a time, be it known unto the king that the Jews which came from thee to us are come unto Jerusalem, building the rebellious and the bad city, and have set up the walls thereof, and joined the foundations. Be it known now unto the king that if this city be builded and the walls set up again, then will they not pay toll, tribute, and custom, and so thou shalt endamage the revenue of the kings. Now because we have maintenance from the king's palace, it was not meet for us to see the king's dishonor, therefore have we sent and certified the king. Yeah, can you say suck up? They're sucking up to the king to basically get what they want, to stop the children of Israel from building the temple. That search may be made in the book of the records of thy fathers, so shalt thou find in the book of records, and know that this city is a rebellious city, and hurtful unto kings and provinces, and that they have moved sedition within the same of old time, for which cause was the city destroyed. We certify the king that if the city be built again, and the walls thereof set up, by this means thou shalt have no portion on this side of the river. Then sent the king an answer unto Rehum the chancellor, and to Shimshai the scribe, and to the rest of their companions that dwell in Samaria, and unto the rest beyond the river, peace in such a time. The letter which ye sent unto us hath been plainly read before me, and I commanded, and search hath been made, and it found that this city of old time hath made insurrection against kings, and that rebellion and sedition have been made therein. There have been mighty kings also over Jerusalem, which have ruled over all countries beyond the river, and toll, tribute, and custom was paid unto them. Give ye now commandment to cause these men to cease, and that the city be not builded until another commandment shall be given from me. Take ye now that ye fail not to do this. Why should damage grow to the hurt of the kings? Now when the copy of the king Artaxerxes' letter was read before Rehum and Shimshai the scribe and their companions, they went up to the haste to Jerusalem unto the Jews, and made them to cease by force and power. Then ceased the work of the house of God which is at Jerusalem, so it ceased unto the 2nd year of the reign of Darius, king of Persia. Ezra 5. Then the prophets Haggai the prophet and Zechariah the son of Iddo prophesied unto the Jews that were in Judah and Jerusalem in the name of the God of Israel, even unto them. Then rose up Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua the son of Jozadak, and began to build the house of God which is at Jerusalem, and with them were the prophets of God helping them. And at the same time came to them Tatnai, governor on the side of the river, and Shethar-boznai and their companions said unto them, Who hath commanded you to build this house, and to make up this wall? Then said we unto them after this manner, What are the names of the men that make this building? But the eye of their God was upon the elders of the Jews, that they could not cause them to cease till the matter came to Darius, and then they returned answer by letter concerning this matter. The copy of the letter that Tatnai, governor on this side river, Shethar-boznai and his companions, the Apharkites, which were on this side of the river, sent unto Darius the king. They sent a letter unto him, wherein was written thus: Unto Darius the king all peace. Be it known to the king that we went into the province of Judea, to the house of the great God, which is built with great stones, and timbers laid in the walls, and this work goeth fast on, and prospereth in their hands. Then asked we those elders, and said unto them thus, Who commanded you to build this house, and to make up these walls? We asked their names also to certify thee, that we might write the names of the men that were the chief of them. And thus they returned us answer, saying, We are the servants of the God of heaven and earth, and build the house which was built these many years ago, which a great king of Israel builded and set up. But after that our fathers had provoked the God of heaven unto wrath, and he gave them into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, the Chaldean, who destroyed this house and carried the people away into Babylon. But in the 1st year of Cyrus, the king of Babylon, the same King Cyrus made a decree to build this house of God, and the vessels also of gold and silver of the house of God, which Nebuchadnezzar took out of the temple that was in Jerusalem, and brought them into the temple of Babylon. Those did Cyrus the king take out of the temple of Babylon, and they were delivered unto one whose name was Sheshbazzar, whom he had made governor. And said unto them, Take these vessels, go carry them into the temple that is in Jerusalem, and let the house of God be builded in his place. Then came the same Sheshbazzar, and laid the foundation of the house of God, which is in Jerusalem, and since that time even till now hath been in building, yet it is not finished. Now therefore, if it seem good to the king, let there be search made in the king's treasure house, which is there at Babylon, whether it be so that decree was made of Cyrus, the king, to build this house of God at Jerusalem, and let the king send his pleasure to us concerning this matter. Ezra 6. Then Darius the king made a decree, and search was made in the house of the rolls, where the treasures were laid up in Babylon. And there was found at Achmetha, in the palace that is in the province of the Medes, a roll, and therein was a record thus written: In the 1st year of Cyrus the king, the same Cyrus the king made a decree concerning the house of God at Jerusalem. Let the house be builded, the place where they offered sacrifices, and let the foundations thereof be strongly laid. The height thereof 80 cubits, the breadth thereof 80 cubits. With 3 rows of great stones, a row of new timber, and let the expanses be given out of the king's house, and also let the gold and silver vessels of the house of God, which Nebuchadnezzar took forth out of the temple which is at Jerusalem, and brought into Babylon, be restored, and brought again unto the temple which is at Jerusalem, everyone to his place, and placed them in the house of God. Now therefore Tatnai, the governor beyond the river, Shethar-boznai, and your companions there, Apharkites, which are beyond the river, be ye far from thence. Let the work of this house of God alone, let the governor of the Jews and the elders of the Jews build this house of God in his place. Moreover, I make a decree that what ye shall do to the elders of the Jews for the building of this house of God, that the king's goods, even the tribute beyond the river, forthwith expenses be given unto the men, that they be not hindered. and that which they have need of, both young bullocks, rams, lambs, for the burnt offerings of the God of heaven, wheat, salt, wine, and oil, according to the appointment of the priests which are at Jerusalem, let it be given them day by day without fail, that they may offer sacrifices of sweet savors unto the God of heaven, and pray for the life of the king and of his sons. Also I have made decree that whosoever shall alter this word, let timber be pulled down from his house being set up, let him be hanged thereon, and let his house be made a dunghill. For this, and the God that hath caused his name to dwell there, destroy all kings and people that shall put to their hand the altar, and to destroy this house of God, which is at Jerusalem. I, Darius, have made a decree, let it be done with speed. Then Tatnai, governor on this side of the river, Shethar-boznai, and their companions, according to that which Darius the king had sent, so they did speedily. And the elders of the Jews builded, and they prospered through the prophesying of Haggai the prophet and Zechariah the son of Iddo. And they builded and finished it, according to the commandment of the God of Israel, and according to the commandment of Cyrus and Darius Artaxerxes, king of Persia. And this house was finished on the 3rd day of the month Adar, which is in the 6th year of the reign of Darius the king. And the children of Israel, the priests and Levites, and the rest of the children of the captivity, kept the dedication of this house of God with joy, and offered at the dedication of this house of God 100 bullocks, 200 rams, 400 lambs, and for a sin offering for all Israel 12 he-goats, according to the number of the tribes of Israel. And they set the priests in their divisions, and the Levites in their courses, for the service of God which is at Jerusalem, as it is written in the book of Moses. For the priests and Levites were purified, and the children of the captivity kept the Passover to the 14th day of the first month. For the priests and Levites were purified together. All of them were pure, and killed the Passover for all the children of the captivity, and for their brethren the priests, and for themselves. And the children of Israel, which were come again out of captivity, all such as had separated themselves unto them from the filthiness of the heathen of the land, to seek Yahweh, God of Israel, did eat, and kept the feast of unleavened bread 7 days with joy, for Yahweh hath made them joyful, and turned their heart of the king of Assyria unto them, to strengthen their hands in the work of the house of God, the God of Israel. All right, moving on to Psalm 137. By the rivers of Babylon there we sat down, yea, we wept when we remembered Sion. We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof, for there they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required us of mirth, saying, Sing us one of the songs of Zion. How shall we sing Yahweh's song in a strange land? If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the days of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art thou to be destroyed? Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Moving on to Haggai 1. In the 2nd year of Darius the king, in the 6th month, on the 1st day of the month, came the word of Yahweh by Haggai the prophet unto Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and Joshua the son of Josedech the high priest, saying, Thus speaketh Yahweh of hosts, saying, This people say, the time is not come, but the time that Yahweh's house should be built. Then came the word of Yahweh by Haggai the prophet, saying, It is time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses, and this house lie waste. Yeah, so basically they built their own houses first before the house of God. Now, therefore, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. Ye have sown much, and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is no warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, consider your ways. Go up to the mountain and bring wood. Build the house, and I will take pleasure, and I will be glorified, saith Yahweh. Ye lived for much, and lo, it came to little, and when you brought it home, I did blow upon it. Why, saith Yahweh of hosts? Because of mine house that is waste, and ye run every man unto his own house. Therefore the heaven is over you is stayed from dew, and the earth is stayed from her fruit. And I called for a drought upon the land, and upon the mountains, and upon the corn, and upon the new wine, and upon the oil, and upon that which is the ground bringeth forth, and upon men, and upon cattle, upon all the labor of their hands. Then Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel and Joshua the son of Josedech the high priest, with all the remnant of the people, obeyed the voice of Yahweh their God, and the words of Haggai the prophet, as Yahweh their God had sent him. And the people did fear before Yahweh. Then spake Haggai, Yahweh's messenger, and Yahweh's message unto the people, saying, I am with you, saith Yahweh. And Yahweh stirred up the spirit of Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and the spirit of Joshua the son of Josedek, the high priest, and the spirit of all the remnant of the people, and they came and did work in the house of Yahweh of hosts their God, in the 24th day of the 6th month, in the 2nd year of Darius the king. Haggai 2. In the 7th month, in the 21st day of the month, came the word of Yahweh by the prophet Haggai, saying, Speak now to Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua the son of Josedek, the high priest, and to the residue of the people, saying, Who is left among you that saw this house in her first glory? And how do you see it now? Is it not in your eyes in comparison of it as nothing? Yet now be strong, O Zerubbabel, saith Yahweh, and be strong, O Joshua son of Josedek the high priest, and be strong, all you people of the land, saith Yahweh, and work, for I am with you, saith Yahweh of hosts. According to the word that I covenanted with you when ye came out of Egypt, so my spirit remaineth among you. Fear ye not, for thus saith Yahweh of hosts, Yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens, and the earth, and the sea, and the dry land, and I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come, and I will fill this house with glory, saith Yahweh of hosts. The silver is mine, and the gold is mine, saith Yahweh of hosts. The glory of this latter house shall be greater than the former, saith Yahweh of hosts. And in this place will I give peace, saith Yahweh of hosts. In the 24th day of the 9th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of Yahweh by Haggai the prophet, saying, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, Ask now the priest concerning the law, saying, If one bear holy flesh in the skirt of his garment, and with his skirt do touch bread, or pottage, or wine, or oil, or any meat, shall it be holy? And the priest answered and said, No. Then said Haggai, If one that is unclean by a dead body touch any of these, shall it be unclean? And the priest answered and said, It shall be unclean. Then answered Haggai and said, So is this people, and so is this nation before me, saith Yahweh, and so is every work of their hands, and that which they offer there is unclean. And now I pray you, consider from this day and upward, from before a stone was laid upon the stone in the temple of Yahweh. Since those days were, when one came to a heap of 20 measures, there were but 10. When one came to the press vat for to draw out 50 vessels out of the press, there were but 20. I smote you with blasting, with mildew, and with hail, and all the labors of your hands, yet ye turn not to me, saith Yahweh. Consider now from this day and upward, from the 24th day in the 9th month, even from the day that the foundation of Yahweh's temple was laid. Consider it. Is the seed yet in the barn? Yea, as yet the vine and the fig tree, the pomegranate and the olive tree hath not brought forth. From this day will I bless you. And again the word of Yahweh came unto Haggai in the 24th day of the month, saying, Speak to Zerubbabel, governor of Judah, saying, I will shake the heavens and the earth. I will overthrow the throne of the kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of kingdoms of the heathen, and I will overthrow the chariots, and those that ride up in them, and the horses and their riders shall come down every one by the sword of his brother. In that day, saith Yahweh of hosts, will I take thee, O Zerubbabel, my servant, the son of Shealtiel, saith Yahweh, and I will make thee as a signet, for I have chosen thee, saith Yahweh of hosts. And Zechariah, chapter 1. In the 8th month, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of Yahweh unto Zechariah, the son of Berechiah, son of Iddo, the prophet, saying, Yahweh hath been sore displeased with your fathers, therefore say thou unto them, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, Turn ye unto me, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will turn unto you, saith Yahweh of hosts. Be ye not as your fathers, unto whom the former prophets have cried, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, Turn ye now from your evil ways and from your evil doings, but they did not hear nor hearken unto me, saith the Lord. Your fathers, where are they? And the prophets, do they live forever? But my words and my statutes, which I commanded my servants the prophets, did they not take hold of your fathers? And they returned and said, Like as Yahweh of hosts thought to do unto us according to our ways and according to our doings, so hath he dealt with us. Upon the 24th day of the 11th month, which is the month Sebat, in the 2nd year of Darius, came the word of Yahweh unto Zechariah the son of Berechiah, son of Iddo, the prophet, saying, I saw by night, and behold, a man riding upon a red horse, and he stood among the myrtle trees that were in the bottom, and behind him were their red horses, speckled and white. Then said I, O my Lord, what are these? And the angel that talked with me said unto me, I will show thee what these be. And the man that stood among the myrtle trees answered and said, These are they whom Yahweh hath sent to walk to and fro through the earth. And they answered the angel of Yahweh that stood among the myrtle trees, and said, We have walked to and fro through the earth, and behold, all the earth sitteth still, and is at rest. Then the angel of Yahweh answered and said, O Yahweh of hosts, how long wilt thou not have mercy on Jerusalem and on the cities of Judah, against which thou hast had indignation these 70 years? So 70 years. And Yahweh answered the angel that talked with me with good words and comfortable words. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with great jealousy. I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. Therefore thus saith Yahweh, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies, my house shall be built in it, saith Yahweh of hosts, and a line shall be stretched forth upon Jerusalem. Cry yet, saying, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, my cities through posterity shall yet be spread abroad, and Yahweh shall yet comfort Zion, and yet shall yet choose Jerusalem. Then lifted I up mine eyes, and saw, and behold, 4 horns. And I said unto the angel that talked with me, What be these? And he answered me, These are the horns which have scattered Judah, Israel, and Jerusalem. And Yahweh showed me 4 carpenters. Then said I, What come these to do? And he spake, saying, These are the horns which have scattered Judah, so that no man did lift up his head, but these are come fray to them, to cast out the horns of the Gentiles, which lifted up their horn over the land of Judah, to scatter it. All right, some great verses here. I really like this one. Turn to me, saith the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, and I will turn to you. Yeah, I mean, we could apply it to ourselves today. If we turn to Him with all our heart, seek Him with all our heart, wait on Him with all our heart, trust in Him with all our heart, then we know that He is there. He can turn to us. We just have to stretch out our hands to God. So, great verse. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great evening, morning, noon, wherever you're at. Remember to put God first in everything you do. Have faith in Him, trust in Him, wait upon Him, and hope in Him, and you'll never be sorry. And God willingly, we'll see you tomorrow with more Bible reading. So, thanks again. Take care, and God bless.